Hey, we're back. We're back.
First thing though, we went ahead and went all the way back to the first day.
Oh, that's right. I was about to ask, like, why did we do that? Like, what's going on?
I did not want to attack because it was like the night of the second day.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't have enough time to, like...
There's no way we were going to be able to beat the water temple with, like, time to spare. You thought so. I did not. I went ahead and grabbed this fairy, though.
I think we could have done it.
I don't think so.
Well, thing in hindsight, because we still got to beat it, though. But we're about, like... Currently, as we're recording this, we're about halfway through the water temple, and it took like half a day. Half a day in this game. Alright, just play the stupid song. Let's get this turtle going.
Once again, we'd like to apologize, because we haven't been talking about the game at all.
For a lot of these recordings that we had to re-record.
This is so hard.
Yeah, like... Well, it's hard because, like, we're not playing it. We're just watching...
ourselves play it.
It's easier when you're, like, in it, because it's going on right in front of you.
Yeah, I know. It's easier to talk about it.
Now, it's, like, weird, because, like, we're watching ourselves. We don't really know why we're doing some of the things that we're doing.
Yeah.
So then, well, I guess the reason why I keep bringing up random stuff is, like, because I'm just watching it, and I don't want this recording just to go into, all right, we played the guitar.
Yeah.
We got
No, I get you.
We hook shot onto that turtle. Good.
She realizes she left the stove.
Oh no, and I lost my babies.
Oh yeah, and I lost my babies too.
Turtle, awaken and bring me back my babies.
That island is actually a giant turtle. Just in case you guys didn't know.
I'm alive again.
My slumber. He's the Richard Nixon turtle.
I was having the most wonderful dream. I was president again. I was a rock island.
We ended... Oh, wait. I slept quite well.
I'm a turtle.
I just realized this when I opened my eyes. The passing of days is quite quick, isn't it, Blue?
Did Richard Nixon ever actually make that noise?
I don't know.
Is that just like something comedically added?
Because I know they did it a lot in Futurama.
I think it's just from Futurama. They just do that a lot. I have no idea if Richard Nixon actually talked that way. I know he talked like that, but I have no idea if he actually made that sound.
Exactly. Now then, proud Zoro warrior, the open seas of Great Bay may need of your might. May have need. Quickly, climb onto my back. No time to explain.
Climb onto my back, my darling.
I find it funny how he's like, you know, this setting up, like, you're the Zoro warrior, make your way. But the only way to get onto the turtle is if you turn to a human.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of funny. It's like, you wouldn't be able to do it if you were a Zoro.
Yeah, I know.
So what kind of Zoro warrior are you?
The best kind.
I guess so.
The human kind.
The little boy kind.
The man-child kind.
I'm a Zoro warrior trapped, or I'm a little boy trapped in a Zoro warrior
trapped in
but in a time paradox.
I'm an adult man trapped in a Zoro warrior trapped in a...
Oh yeah, because he is like an adult man, because he still remembers everything that happened in the adult timeline.
We talked about this.
Isn't that kind of weird?
We talked about this in like the first episode.
You know, sometimes I think about that. Like, what if I was like 5 again?
Did they just try to George Washington?
What if I was 5 again?
Did they just try to George
But
Washington?
I knew everything I know now.
Shut up! I'm trying to make a joke. Did they just try to George Washington that tornado?
Wouldn't it be weird to be 5 years old again, but have my brain now?
What are you talking about?
Wait, what are we...
You didn't react to my joke. I tried to make a joke. I thought it was a pretty decent joke.
Alright, wait, say it again? Sorry. George Washington doing things.
I was wondering if they totally tried to George Washington that tornado.
Oh.
It wasn't funny, was it?
George Washington, the tornado.
It wasn't that funny.
Actually, it's kind of more of a hurricane, I think.
How's it? It was more of a hurricane. There's no rain.
It wasn't a tornado. I guess it was a tornado.
It's a giant cyclone.
Isn't a tornado, though, on water called a waterspout?
What? Really?
I don't know.
Are you making that up?
I think it is.
You know what? Since we're not actually playing this, I'm gonna look it up.
We have time to Google things.
I think last episode
We have time to Google our own bullshit.
Yeah. So I don't have any Deku sticks right here, so instead I just use makeshift Deku sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See, if you didn't take it back to the first day in the first place, we wouldn't even have to worry.
Oh, wow. I just saved this, like...
Do you get Din's Fire in this game?
No, you don't. That's only
You
not
don't?
the time. No.
I miss Din's Fire.
Yeah, they need to bring back those cool powers. Din's Fire was awesome.
Din's Fire was awesome. Nehru's Love. Nairu. How do you say your name?
Nehru.
And then, Bowie. What's the green one? Bows.
This has been
Beirut.
this has been debated. Some people pronounce it as Furore.
Furore.
Some people
That sounds right.
Some people say it's just Feyror.
I like Furore.
I like Furore better, but I hear some people...
That sounds more legit. It sounds more like... I mean, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, but I think Feyror fits in more. Din, Nehru, Feyror. As opposed to
Oh,
Din,
yeah, because like...
opposed to Din, Nehru, and
Because when you call
Furore.
it Furore, that's kind of like you're throwing a little Latin twist at the end right
Yeah.
there. But none of the other names have like kind of any... Yeah. Okay.
I grew up... It took me a while to realize it was pronounced that way.
Ooh, I love how you did that.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I don't know how Link didn't break
You know, in
his-
real life though, your arms would just rip
yeah,
off.
they just snapped. They just...
Like you would... It would be really bad.
Yeah, that would be
Actually.
incredibly... He'd just die.
Yeah, it'd be very... Yeah, he would just drown because his arms would be like dislocated. Ugh.
Food for thought.
Ugh. I'm thinking about it right now and it's just like, ugh, it's just cringing me, man.
Anyways,
I'm cringing over here.
for most of my life, I've been pronouncing it as Pharaoh. Pharaoh.
I think that's how I pronounce it, because that's how I pronounce it.
Yeah, but it's like not spelled that way though. But I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Well,
so
I'm
it's-
slightly dyslexic, so that's probably why.
I just always pronounce it as Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
You know, kind of like Egyptian Pharaoh.
Yeah.
But then, you know, people realized it's called Pharaoh or Furore. And it's like,
Pharaoh.
okay, you know what? That makes
I like-
more sense.
I like Furore, though. I like
Yeah,
saying
it sounds cooler. It's more fun to say, but I think it's Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
It just fits in more with the two other names.
Mm.
Because Ferrari really just stands out compared to Din and Nehru.
They should call Din Dina, and they should call Nehru Natalie.
And what should they call Pharaoh?
Furore. Then it's okay.
No. Because you got two regular names, and then you still got Ferrari, which completely stands out from the other two.
Furore. These are my sisters. Furore. Dina.
And Natalie.
And I'm Natalie. Nice to meet you. And this is my boyfriend, Derpules.
There's Dirkules. We dedicated like the last 10 minutes of the previous episode making up Dirkules.
Yeah, I know. I think we realized after the fact that like it stopped. Like the video was done.
We weren't paying attention. We got so caught up with the idea of Dirkules, we had no idea what was going on. And then Blake just totally caught on. Oh, wait. It's the end of the episode.
But hey, I think Derpules is it's gold. And
Yeah, that's a brilliant comedy skit.
they need to get on that.
Yeah, I know. SNL.
Yes or no?
Chop. SNL. Sorry.
Are we really going to talk about SNL now? We were just talking about how we're talking about random stuff. But we should be talking about the game.
Alright, so here's we go. The major gimmick of this temple is current control. Right now, the current is being controlled by the yellow pipe. You see that?
Ah, hence the pulsing.
The pulsing.
I didn't know what else to say. The pulsating pipe. There we go. That's what I wanted to say.
It's not pulsating though. It's just water traveling through the pipe, but they had no other way to.
It looks like it's pulsating.
No, but it's water.
Yeah, I know.
Moving through.
Yeah, I know.
It does look like it's pulsating, but
I know.
they had to make it look like that in order to make it, to get the idea across that that's pumping water.
Yeah. I just want to call it pulsating.
No.
Because it looks like it's pulsating.
No.
I think it's funny.
No. I think there's a fairy in this barrel. We're about to find out. So anyways, this is the big gimmick of this temple, is the current control. Later, when we get ice arrows, I believe, we're going to change the current, and that's going to give us access to different areas. Because we only have limited access to certain rooms right now.
Because of the current that is moving.
Yeah, because of the way the current.
Because you can, when you activate the red pipe to do the opposite current, then it rotates in the opposite way.
Yeah.
Giving you access to other rooms.
Yeah, that's totally right.
And you know what's going to be a pain in the booty is when we get back to doing live recordings again. We got to get back to where we left off.
Yeah, it's not going to be that hard.
Is it?
I know what room.
Are you sure? Because you were like, when we found out that our microphones really sucked.
No. I realized it's actually not that hard to get back to that room.
This was a very sad moment, actually, when we...
Blake was defeated.
I was feeling it bad. Now it just feels like a distant, terrible dream.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I kind of like this temple. You hate it, though.
You know what? It's not that bad.
That's what I thought. That's right. Agree with me.
I'm not really necessarily agreeing with you. I'm just kind of...
Earlier, while we were playing through this, though, you completely disagreed with me.
I mean, it's still not great.
It's definitely way better than, this is heaven compared to Snowhead.
Oh, well, yeah. Hands down. But I still think it kind of sucks.
I don't know, I kind of like it. It's definitely the most unique Zelda temple ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. It's interesting. I like the layout. I like the gimmick. I like it. I like it. I hate the boss, though. I can't wait.
The boss
can't
really
wait till we
sucks
fight
in this.
that boss.
It's just a giant fish.
It's like a giant salmon. Red tail.
Like, why couldn't it have been something kind of cool?
Oh.
I mean, I guess
Honestly,
a giant fish is better than a giant amoeba.
Yeah,
That's essentially what you fight in the water temple.
Oh yeah, that was kind of lame. I hate that fight.
Mary, yay.
It's just a giant amoeba that controls water.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he just keeps on, all he does is try and grab you.
And yeah, he just throws you in the spikes on the wall.
Yeah.
He actually can't really harm you. I don't think.
Yeah, if you actually just stay back on the wall, I don't think he can get you.
Yeah, he's the lamest boss.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd take amoeba and giant salmon versus like a freaking shark or something. That'd be terrifying.
Ooh, yeah, they should have done a shark.
Ugh,
That would have been cool.
that would have been scary.
Whoa.
I don't get why the stupid bomb chews can just run on water.
What I don't get is, like, why did that send you back so far?
Because explosion... Dude, you know, if you tried to block an explosion with your shield, you get
but
blown back pretty far.
he doesn't do that, though, like, normally.
I'd say an explosion from a real bomb shield
Well, yeah.
would be like 1,500 newtons of force.
1,500 newtons? Is that a lot? I don't think that's a lot.
I think that's a lot.
1,500 newtons?
1,500 newtons of force?
I guess that is a lot. But I feel like a real explosion would be.
Dude,
way
that's
more
actually that's a lot.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure.
I don't know.
It's like the force of, actually maybe not. It's like the force of a bullet. Like
You know what? The only reason why I kind of know what 1,500 newtons is I think because of Mass Effect 3, when you upgrade your abilities, your biotic powers, I think it actually tells you how many
newtons of force it delivers.
yeah, your push power.
It's kind of cool actually.
So I think it says in that game that it's like by default it's like around 1500 newtons. So I guess that is a lot of force if you can.
It's a lot of force. I know the mantis shrimp. Do you know what that thing is?
Oh yeah, that thing's freaky.
Yeah. Like the giant, like the fighter ones that have like the
They have little boxing gloves.
the boxing ones, they like have a punch that's like faster and more powerful than a bullet.
And it like generates the heat of the sun or something like that.
Yeah, I know, because it moves so fast. Water literally moves out of the way.
Yeah.
There's a period where there isn't even water in the way anymore.
It just causes a tear in the space-time
I
continuum.
don't know. It's pretty amazing.
And to think it's just a stupid little shrimp that lives at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. They're not that. They're kind of little.
Not that big. I mean,
They're not. Yeah, they're
they're
not.
like the size of your hand.
Yeah, I'd say they're bigger.
I mean, a little bit bigger, but they're still pretty small.
They're smaller than the.
I mean,
size.
it's kind of ridiculous that it's
They're-
a shrimp that can do that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
There's also a shrimp. There's also an even cooler shrimp called the pistol shrimp. And what they do is that they
Got a little pistol.
they snap their claws so fast that it creates like a force wave that can just.
Oh yeah, I remember those. They do a sonic boom, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't get it. Why are shrimps so badass?
Like, why do they have these crazy powers? Like, they're just superhero
Okay,
powers.
did you see that?
What?
You saw that, right?
Wait, what happened?
I pointed this out even when we were playing. That pot on the left, it showed an animation of it breaking or being hit, but it didn't actually break.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Gosh, again you missed that?
Oh, okay. Well, once we're done, I'll see it again.
It is weird. Hey, I'm up here on the ceiling. Alright, this boss on the surface looks very intimidating, but he's actually not that hard.
Yeah.
This is kind of a homage to Link to the Past. They had a giant eyeball boss in the water dungeon.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so this is what you gotta do. You take your hook shot and you pull the jellies off. The best way to do it is
Get over here, you jelly.
best way to do it is to pull a jelly, then do a laser spin. And just rinse and repeat until you get some openings.
Ooh, you're not even like using. Ooh, you're doing like. Oh, you're doing like the rotating of the joystick.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it.
I remember when I figured that out. I thought that was so cool that like because it didn't consume any of your magic.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's just, I felt like I was cheating.
Yeah, but if you're feeling really adventurous and you really want to make some openings, you can just go right up to the monster and do a laser spin, but that'll give you more jellies than you'll have to deal with. It'd be more troublesome.
More trouble than it's worth.
You don't want the jellies.
You don't want that evil.
You don't want to deal with the jellies.
So, yeah, you just gotta make an opening. Shoot his stupid eye.
I see.
I mean, if I was this guy, this giant apple thing, like, I would just take a quick peek with my eye. Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah, if I knew that my eye was my most vulnerable spot, I would try my best not to give
Especially if I was watching a kid, like, take all my slime ball things off me. I'd be like, oh, dang. Better keep this eyeball shut.
This is not going well. And now there's like two phases to this fight. This is the first phase. And then the second phase, what he's going to do is that he's going to shake all his jellies off. He's getting very adventurous here. He's going to shake all his jellies off, and he's just going to try and ram into you
That's how I like to spend a Friday night,
with my jellies.
shaking my jellies off. Shaking my jellies. Shaking my jellies
There
on a
you go.
Friday night. Hoping you call me 'cause I miss you.
That's the entire song.
Oh, you're doing like a really good job killing this dude.
Yeah. Like I said, it's pretty easy.
That was it, right?
Yeah. I actually never knew that you could actually hit him with the laser. You can actually hurt him with the laser spin when he rams into you.
Mhm.
I always thought you said to shoot an arrow at him.
Yeah, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, that was completely coincidental.
I learned that. Just
I just learned that while I was playing.
All right, ice arrows.
Ice arrows.
Ices.
It's interesting that in this game, ice and fire arrows and light arrows are like primary, like, stuff.
Yeah.
In Ocarina of Time, they were just side items.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the light arrows, they were more important.
That is like the cool thing about this temple is like you finally get to do something with those arrows.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like they didn't do anything really.
Yeah, ice arrows were very like they didn't do anything. I mean, you at least had to do something with the fire arrows and light arrows.
Yeah, fire arrows were actually a little more useful in Ocarina of Time. Like you would
Yeah.
use them sometimes when you had to like light something.
Yeah, and melt ice and stuff.
Yeah. But like ice arrows were completely pointless.
Yeah.
Like you didn't even need to get them to beat the game.
I know.
And yeah, they didn't really do anything. I'm trying to think if there's like ever a moment in Ocarina of Time where you needed ice
I
arrows.
don't think so.
Yeah, look at that.
I know, it's pretty cool. You can freeze water and create platforms. It's pretty awesome in this game.
I think ever since this game, that's what they do now, pretty much. If you get fire and ice arrows.
Well, after this game, I don't think the fire and ice arrows ever show up again.
Yeah, they do. They show up in Wind Waker.
Oh, Wind Waker, yeah. But after Wind Waker.